Hi everybody, it's FIBO Group and you're watching to the Market Watch review. Asian equities and European equities have declined while US futures remain positive but not significantly changed. With the exception of the Australian dollars, most major currencies other than Europe are stronger. Although gold's gains in the early stages are now being reversed, it remains within yesterday's range. Saudi Arabia's threat of cutting output has sparked yesterday's recovery in October WTI. Asian Pacific market. Japan's recovery has been slowing and the government is currently attempting to put together a supplemental spending bill. The preliminary manufacturing PMI shows a slowing expansion. However, the service PMI contracted for the first time in March. The composite reading of 48.9 was lower, consistent with a contraction. Today's dollar was at a marginal news high against the yen, hovering around JPY 137.70. Yesterday's bounce of the Australian dollar, where it reached the pre-weekend peak, was a bull trap. Market of Europe. Yesterday, the German Chancellor Scholz visited Canada to ensure supplies. His government is still discussing the possibility of extending the lives of 3 nuclear power plants, which are due to shut down at the end of the year. Habeck, economic minister, noted that the extension of the deadline would only save 2% of German gas consumption. He did, however, leave open the possibility of extending the Isar 2 plant in Bavaria. Poor PMI was a factor that drove the euro to a session low of $0.9900 before the single currency recovered to $0.9950. Sterling fell to $1.1720, making it the lowest price for sterling. Market of America. The EU seems to believe that Iran's response was reasonable. This seems to increase pressure on the US. Unexpectedly, however, Saudi Arabia's oil ministry made a surprise move. OPEC Plus might be forced to take action, claiming that extreme volatility and lack of liquidity in the oil market were a deviation from fundamentals. The response, in this context, would be to decrease supply. Today's US dollar was just shy of CAD 1.3065, making it a new monthly high against the Canadian dollar. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.